Good morning. It is Monday, April 13th, and we have just arrived in Bologna. It is very rainy. We are walking to our hotel. It's the first time I'm actually getting to use this jacket in the rain. So that's a plus. But we did expect it to be rainy through part of this trip. But we've made it through an entire week without having any rain. And I think it's going to rain here, but I'm hoping it doesn't rain too much in Venice because everything is surrounded by water. So I don't want it to be super duper wet. I've had to expand my suitcase because we picked up souvenirs and it's a little more difficult to navigate just carrying it now. But we're doing it. I'm really glad that we didn't check bags, like bring a big checked bag. That would have been a lot more difficult. And even though we've had to do laundry in between and just kind of deal with having dirty clothes, it's been so much better to just have our carry-ons. And several people have been very impressed that we only have carry-ons for our 2-week trip. So I'm going to put this away because people are staring. And it's rather slippery. And I don't want to fall. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. We stopped at a place for lunch called Pizza something along those lines. I cannot pronounce it. I apologize. But we each got our own pizzas. We definitely could have shared. But it is delicious. Mine has like 4 different sections. One has bacon. One has a like spicy sausage, the other has spinach, and the other one has something on it that I'm not really sure what it is, but it's good. Darius got one that's like mushrooms, tomato, there's probably sausage on it. Ham. It's like a supreme in a way, but it's recommended to us by a gal at the hotel, and we're just gonna spend the afternoon. But we have a walking tour of the city, but we're kind of just filling time right now because we trained in a bit earlier so we wouldn't be so rushed, which I really enjoy. And I've really liked the pattern that we've been doing on this whole trip of we train in the morning or like midday and then get lunch wherever we are, and it's worked out really well for us thus far, so I'm hoping that Venice is the same way. And I'll check in with you guys. What was that? I don't know what language that was, but I will see you later. Thank you. We tried to take the bus, but then the bus took forever, and we tried to get a taxi and an Uber, also took forever. Decided to just get on the electric bikes, and that was so much more fun, except for the fact that me filming turned into my phone taking the fall, but I didn't, which is, I think, a win. That's the more important thing, is that I didn't get hurt, and neither did my phone. But Darius got a good video. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's wonderful. And now there's so much hair in my mouth. The square, and it's gorgeous per usual. We're walking around waiting for our walking tour. Are you excited?
So excited.
You sound it. We have come into this bookstore that is like, it's a bookstore, a restaurant, cafe, a grocery store, but also a wine place. And I think it's really funny because the top floor of this is the children's section. Wait, hold on. Is the children's section, but also the wine shop. And I just think that's really funny that they set it up like that.
This is Shannon. Quite cold. I don't know if she's at the stage of miserable yet, but she is, let us just say, grumpy. Just a little grumpy. She's cold. That's right.
Our tour, it was freezing cold. I was not having a good time. I will admit that. Part of me thought this is the worst part of our trip, but it ended up being much better. I didn't have any of that wine earlier, but then I had a Kind bar that I remembered that was in my purse, and we just had pizza for lunch, and I think I just needed some protein or something to be in a better mood because I was immediately much happier. It also had stopped raining, so it wasn't so cold. And now I am having some wine. I just about fell on my ass here on the floor because it was really slippery, but it's fine. No big deal. Ooh, we're slipping. But it's going much better now. Not because of the wine before that, but this is also fun now, and I actually want to be having some of it, whereas before I was not in the mood. So I'm excited to see. We were told a couple days ago that Bologna is known for lasagna. And Darius really loves lasagna, so we're gonna go to a place that was recommended to us that's really great lasagna. How many times can I say that? Lasagna. But I'll do some filming there. Our tour was good. I just had wished I'd put on my puffer instead of this rain jacket because I was thinking, oh, it's raining, I should put on my rain jacket. No, I definitely should have done the puffer, and honestly, if we could have gotten a umbrella, that would have helped so much. But that's all I've got for now. Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 10th? 14th. What? 14th. Tuesday, April 14th. And holy cow, was it rainy and cold yesterday. I know I said that already, but it definitely put a damper on the day. Especially since we only had one night in Bologna, but we still made the most of it, and we went and had dinner last night after we went and had aperitivo, which is like appetizers and wine while we waited for the place we were going to go to dinner, or try to go to dinner at, opened at 7. But we did get in. They were not very busy at 7, which is early for dinner here. And we had, I would say, some of the best lasagna I've ever had. Darius agrees. And the pasta, like the pasta layers were green, and it didn't have a whole bunch of cheese, but it did have cheese. And it obviously had ground beef. But it was so good. We actually ordered that as our first course, and then we had ordered pork cheek as our second course and realized that after our appetizers and stuff and the lasagna that we would not be able to eat our second course. We would have done it if they couldn't have canceled it, because we didn't want to be like, oh, you already started it, we're not going to do that. But they hadn't, so we didn't get it, and we would have walked out of there being extremely full. But instead of riding our bikes back, which it was dark, and so I don't normally drink, but I have been drinking here because we're in Italy, and I could not have, neither of us should be riding a bike. So we got a taxi back, and it was much easier to get a taxi from the square to our hotel than it was to get one from our hotel to the square. It was my least favorite thing about the bikes was that we didn't have helmets. You should always be wearing a helmet when you're wearing having a helmet when you're wearing a bike. You should always be wearing a helmet when you're riding a bike. That's just my little bit of wisdom. Even if that's not the law, you should still be doing that. Because you never know what's going to happen, and you should be protecting your noggin. We kind of have a slow morning. We're going to go down and have some breakfast. Hopefully find a place to have an affogato, because I still haven't had one. And we will see how it goes. Fingers crossed. I really hope we can find one, because I would like to have one here and one in Venice. Hopefully we can get them in Venice as well. It's just been really tough to find one, because not all of the gelato shops, they have coffee, but they don't necessarily do the affogatos. And I'm not sure what determines that, but I may ask somebody. So we're gonna do a little more walking around possibly, and then we're gonna catch our train to go to Venice. This was our quickest stop. I do wish that the weather had been better, just because we would have been able to do more, and I personally would have been in a much better attitude if it wasn't cold and wet. But it's still been good, and things really turned around after I had some food. So yay for today. It's gonna be good. I'll see you later. So I looked up places to find affogatos here in Bologna, and we had found a place last night, but it was a little farther than we wanted to go at that moment, so we didn't end up going. And now I'm looking, and they don't open until noon, which is about when our train leaves. So I am not getting an affogato here either. I did find a place in Venice, which is our next stop. And so help me if I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna have one in Italy. I'm gonna try it. It will not be the end of the world if I don't, but I truly, truly hope that I get to have one. And I think next time that we travel to Italy, hopefully there's a next time, I get to have the one in Florence that comes out of a little window, the pistachio one, because I was really looking forward to that one. That one just didn't work out for us, but I'm excited in any capacity to try one. So I will see you in Venice, and let's hope for the best. Bye. We're at the train station in Bologna, headed to Venice. I got a latte macchiato, which is like a macchiato that we normally have, and the other morning I ordered just a macchiato and I got just espresso, and that was my mistake. This is much better than just espresso. But then I also got this tasty donut. And I think I am a bit of a donut snob, so we'll see how this is. It's just the cafe at the train station. I don't expect a lot. It's filled. That was a surprise. It's pretty good. It's like not even filled. I think these are chocolate chips. 8 out of 10. You want to try it? What do you think? What do you rate it? Out of 10.
A 6.
6 out of 10?
Yes. It's tasty.
But not like your favorite donut ever.
Yes.
I wonder how loud this is actually going to be in the video. Wait, I want to try it dipped in. I don't know if this is frowned upon. Also really good. Okay, well, I'm glad we stopped in here. They didn't have all the pastries out originally, and I was just standing there, and I feel like they thought I was weird. But then a bunch of people that work here at the train station came in, thank goodness, so that they ordered exactly what they wanted. I think they all got like little espressos, which I think espressos are so cute that they come in the tiny little cups. I just can't do that caffeine all by itself. So finally decided on this, and we wanted a place to sit down, so we had to get something. I actually don't know that we had to get something, but we feel like we did. Seemed like the Miss Manners thing to do. And this is a great start and end to our trip in Venice and our end to Bologna. Not rushed, which we have been rushed a couple times. And it's better now that we've gotten into the swing of things, so that I think each one of these videos has gotten progressively better. And my filming abilities of what I need to film, what I don't need to film, and balancing being in the moment. So it's good. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.